Is my screen visible now? I have shared my
Yes, sir.
okay, screen is visible, right? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
पता है प्रिंट करा है कि नहीं दवाई हाँ,
Okay. Uh, so how many of them are there? Only 7. Uh, anyways, we will start the class. Hello?
Okay.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good evening everybody again. So today we will start the class. I think people have not joined yet, but let me start the class. Anyway, I'm recording the class, so there will be no issues. Now, today we will hear about charging of parcels. Okay. So how parcels are charged? What are the charges that we have to collect from the customer or the uh, person whom we are sending the parcel? So what are the charges to collect? Okay, so let us go ahead with it. Now we will briefly go through the rules and regulations, so that before we start the class we have to know the rules, the explanatory notes. Okay, the rate structure for booking of parcel and luggage was rationalized during 2006. Instead of commodity based structure, new concept on service based rate structure. That means previously, before 2006, we were having, just like goods, we were having commodity based. That means rice was charged differently, food grains was charged differently, vehicles were charged differently by different trains, like that. It was very very cumbersome, and we had a lot of issues with regard to calculation, debit raising, undercharges, everything, the vigilance, accounts, everybody was having problem. Okay, and like in goods, lot of misdeclaration was taking place. That means people purposefully misdeclared a particular item for a lower item, and then they booked it in parcel, so we had a lot of loss. Now we have told, no, whatever you bring, we will charge it according to the class of train. Class of train is premium, Rajdhani, or standard scale, like that we have given. Now you may ask one question, sir, why, if the same is implemented in parcels, why can't we implement the same in goods? Is it not? You can ask the same question, sir. Instead of having so many commodities and so many classes in goods also, we can apply the same in parcel. What we have told, we can keep 2 or 3 type of rakes, and as per the rake we can charge. But if you remember my earlier class as to why we charge differently for different items, the cost of service, the value of service, usefulness to the economy, the special type of wagon used, all that we already discussed. So you will come to know that the same concept which we are implementing in parcels cannot be implemented in goods. Okay. Now, then for booking luggage traffic, for booking luggage traffic, scale L will be uniformly applicable under all types of service and trains except less patronized trains. Less patronized trains are trains which are not having that much of occupancy in the brake van. That is the patronization. Patronization of trains here does not mean the number of passengers. Here patronization means the vacancy position of the luggage brake van or the SLR. Okay, so for scale L luggage, whichever type of train, it will be constant. There will be 3 scales, namely scale R, scale P and scale S for charging of freight. That means Rajdhani scale, premium scale, and standard scale. Luggage is a separate scale. So grand total we are having four scales: L scale, R scale, P scale, S scale. L is exclusively for luggage, whether carried in the brake van or with the passenger. Slight changes are there when carried with the passenger and in the brake van, that we already read in the notes. Now the main thing is scale R, scale P and scale S when they are in the brake van of Rajdhani Shatabdi trains, premium scale trains and standard trains. Okay. Now the type of service, and scale applicable. All Rajdhani Duronto express trains, a Rajdhani or Shatabdi or Duronto whose utilization of brake van is more than 60% at the originating station and leased out. If it is leased out, then the scale applicable is R scale, and for parcel L scale. We already know that for any type of train luggage is same. Then a Rajdhani Shatabdi Duronto utilization is more than 60% at the originating and not leased out. For that also scale R. Okay. And luggage is as usual scale L. Now Rajdhani Shatabdi and Duronto trains utilization is less than 60% but leased out. Then also scale R only. But please notice here, a Rajdhani or Duronto or Shatabdi train whose utilization is less than 60% and not leased out. So there are four conditions, right? One is 60% more or less, leased more or less. So 2 into 2, total 4 combinations are there, permutation combination. 4 are there. Out of the 4, all the 4 are given. For 3 types, it is scale R for parcels and scale L for luggage. Whereas there is a slight difference when the fourth case is there. That means brake van is less than 60% and it is not been leased out also. In such cases, we know that train is not having patronage. That means many people are not utilizing that. So what we do, we instantly reduce it to scale P, which is a premium scale, premium scale, we can call it. Luggage also is at a premium scale or premier scale. Okay, except in some cases we told, no. So luggage is charged at L scale for all except for less patronage train. Here patronage is less, so we are charging at scale P. Please note this major difference. That is why it is given in bold. Anybody is having a doubt, right here you can ask. You can ask a doubt if you have here. Hindi. Okay.
Hello.
Tell me. Now
Hello.
one small thing, 1 minute. See, there is a star here. There is a star asterisk here. The asterisk means while calculating the rate for Rajdhani Shatabdi Duronto trains, parcel rates will be charged at 25% over and above the R scale. So, although the R scale is given here, for these three cases, there is an asterisk. The asterisk means that it will be R plus 25. Okay, for these three cases. For the fourth case, it will be at scale P. Yes, anybody? Yes, anybody?
Hello. Sir, we are giving 60% as a lease out, and balance 40% we are using for parcel and luggage,
No,
right, sir?
no. Just listen.
Yeah.
See, every train might have more than one SLR or luggage van, right? One is always
Okay.
reserved for
Okay.
one SLR portion of 4 tons or 3.9 tons in case of this thing, LHB coach. Okay,
Yes.
for that 3.9 tons. Normal ICF 4 tons will be there. Okay.
Okay.
one brake van will always be used for departmental parcels or railway parcels. That one will be utilized for one point.
Okay.
Okay, so you differentiate between that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if we have the two SLR, then one is lease out and one balance one we will charge this rate, right?
Yeah,
Use for this.
it need not be guaranteed that the out of the two SLRs one will be leased out. There is no hard and fast rules that it should be leased out. That's
Okay.
these are the four conditions. No, leased out, not leased out, 60%, less than 60%. By this, by the
But
by 60% we mean departmental parcels
okay. Okay.
because
But
why,
uh,
why just a
yeah.
minute. When you say leased out, whether he loads only one pin, one pin, one clip, paper clip, or he utilizes the full 3.9 tons, still because it is leased out, the same amount is charged. So there we don't worry about the capacity utilization. Already we have given out the whole SLR to him. He can load up to 3.9 tons, or it may be empty also, we don't care. So that does not come in the picture at all. That comes into the picture whether leased, not leased, that's all. Only the 60% rule will apply for departmental parcels, that is booking by regular customers. Peacemaker.
Okay, sir. Okay. But sir, right now I think we have all the Dorento is totally leased out.
No, no. See, that is the
Most of.
see this. You go according to these rules. Okay, these are the four
Okay.
scenarios I
Okay.
will
Fine.
explain. Whether you have
Fine, sir.
covered
Fine.
all
Fine.
the trains, then fantastic. If you need, that is different. Okay. Now,
Okay. Okay.
now we are coming to all other type of trains. The second category, all other trains except Rajdhani Duranto. A train whose utilization in brake van is more than 60% leased out. Again, the same thing we saw, but this is for other than Rajdhani Shatabdi. For that, the scale for parcel is scale R. Please remember for Rajdhani Shatabdi, we have R plus 25. Whereas for all other trains whose utilization is more than 60% and to be leased out, for that we charge at scale R for parcel. That means Rajdhani scale. Why? Because more than 60% occupancy is there brake van, and one brake van is also leased out. When you say leased out, it simply means that somebody wants to corner the traffic permanently for 3 years or 5 years. That means, what does it mean? It clearly represents that there is demand for that train, or that route to that destination. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So because there is demand, only somebody leased out. Permanent traffic is there for us for 3 years. Somebody who is leasing out is not a fool. He is leasing out because after a long and detailed study, or what you can say business plan, he came to know that for that particular station, where a lot of parcels are being booked. That's why he is leased out for 3 years or 5 years, paying crores of rupees. That means to say, for the departmental we have more than 60. For lease, completely leased out. That means demand is more. When demand is more, we can charge more. So we are charging at Rajdhani scale. Then a train whose other than Rajdhani Shatabdi, all other train whose utilization is more than 60% and not been leased. For that also same scale R and scale L. Why? Because we think that today if it is more than 60%, tomorrow or after tomorrow this not leased out will become leased out, because there is traffic, is it not? There is a demand, more than 60% is a demand.
Ye-
Now we come to the third scenario. All other trains other than Rajdhani Shatabdi, train use utilization is less than 60% and leased out. So leased out, some person might have leased out 1 year back or 2 years back, but now more trains would have been put into that section, or that station would have become unviable for traffic. Somehow it is not working out for him. So because the brake van is itself less than 60% occupation for departmental, in such cases we scale down and we run it at scale P for parcels. Luggage will always be scale L. Fourth situation, train whose SLR is less than 60% at the originating, and not leased out. So that means to say it is less than 60% permanently for general public as well as no lease. So that means very little prospects are there for it to be to get good revenue. So we are also scaling down to scale S, because scale S is the least scale. Luggage also, you see, for all other three we are charging at scale L, whereas in this particular case we are scaling it down to scale S. Okay, right. These rates shall be applicable to non-leased parcel traffic booked through railway by various rail users for transportation of their piecemeal consignment through train brake vans or parcel vans not leased. Mahajan, is it this statement clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody having a doubt regarding these two tables? Clearly there is demarcation here. Rajdhani Shatabdi, 4 types. All other trains other than Rajdhani Shatabdi, again 4 types. The major difference here is for R plus 25 here, be wary of that, and here scale P and scale P here, and here also R for the first two, P for the second, S for the fourth one, I mean sorry, third P, S for the fourth. So that you have to remember why we are charging differently. The logic is like this. All the other things okay. Originating zonal railway may identify, categorize and notify all trains in each direction separately as applicable for the purpose of charging. Okay, so many notices we have put in our groups telling that this train has been charging this much, that train has been charging this much, like that. Has anybody seen that recently? Anybody seen it?
No, sir.
No. Okay, I will send it to you sometime. Okay. I think I have got it in my mobile somewhere. I will
Okay,
just
sir.
one of the trains. I have got it with me. A lot of trains, in fact. That 1 second. Let me see if it is there with me. If it is there with me, I'll share you right now so that you can see. See, these are all the things that you people should know when you become an officer. It's not how this is done, because you are going to be an ACM. When you are an ACM, you will be asked to do this particular work of, what you call this train classification. So when that is done, you should not cut a sorry figure. Okay, I got it with me. I'll share it to you right now. Send file, WhatsApp. Mm, Balaji. Send. Okay, now just a minute, I'll show you my WhatsApp. I'll share you that uh, oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of my WhatsApp here. uh, I'll show you later on. I'll share it in the group. Okay, so the basic concept is that the zonal railway will issue the will categorize the train as per the norms we have told up, that is 60%, less than 60%, like that. Okay, now if a VP or VPH or VPU is attached by such trains, how do you charge? The minimum freight for non-lease parcel vans, that means it is not leased out, somebody wants to take a VPH by a particular train, whether it is Rajdhani, whether it is standard train, or whether it is a normal train, what is the charges, how do you charge? When that non-lease parcel van is there, then placed by parties shall be charged at scale P even when attached by trains which comes under the category standard parcel service at scale S. Even if it is at scale S, that is the lower level, still we have to charge scale P only. Then all types of special parcel trains, scale P, because scale P is premium scale, it is a little higher. Similarly, scale S is lower. So when a VPH is attached, we don't charge it for 24 tons at scale S, even though it goes by standard train. If it goes by standard train also, we charge only at scale P, which is a higher level. Okay. Special trains, parcel trains, scale P again. All animals including wild animals, birds, parcel van, brake van, uniformly at L plus 25. irrespective of the category of trains. No free allowance shall be allowed for animals and birds. See, everything we have got rules. If you are knowing the rules, we can become a vigilance inspector, we can become an accounts inspector, we can become so many inspecting commercial inspectors. We are supposed to know all these things. If you are a supervisor, commercial inspector, vigilance inspector, auditor, then definitely you people must know all these things. Otherwise, you will be you will be an unfit when you go and sit in that place, because then you will not know the rules. A person who knows the rules can confidently tell his co-workers, this is the way you do it. Okay, then this 2.8, see here, methodology for determining the percentage utilization. Now you may ask, sir, how do you determine that 60%? Is it a day, is it a month, what is the concept? So while determining the percentage of utilization of a train, the originating zonal railway shall consider the overall utilization of SLR at the originating station as well as other stations on the run of the train falling within the jurisdiction of the same originating railway, subject to all such stations falling within a maximum of one-third distance. See again, so that means if it is 100 kilometers, the train is running for 1000 kilometers end to end, then 333.33 kilometers, one third is 333.33 kilometers, that should all the stations you have to take. Okay, this is the meaning of it. However, it may not be necessary to include the utilization of the brake van of a train of all other stations falling within the jurisdiction of original zonal railway. That means 333.33 किलोमीटर का अंदर क्या क्या स्टेशन होता है उनको लिया था बस. यदि उसी जोन में 500 किलोमीटर को जा रहा है, स्टेशन में कर रहे हैं, वो सबको लेने का आवश्यक नहीं है. Only for the 333.33 kilometers, whatever stations are coming, you have to take. Okay, within the zone. If it is only 100 kilometers within the zone, only that one. Once the overall utilization crosses the 60% utilization, this exercise need not be continued and the classification of the trains may be revised. See here, once the overall utilization crosses 60%, this exercise need not be continued. Annual reviews based on, when it is done, annual reviews based on the last 12 month data may be conducted for the period up to 31st January. Okay, so 1st February to 31st January, in order to account for changes in the percentage utilization. So what is the annual review? 12 months data. That means 1st of February previous year to 31st January current year you have to take, and then you have to come to the review. There is no restriction on booking of personal luggage or merchandise by any train. However, luggage in owner charge in passenger compartment beyond the free allowance shall be charged at 1.5 times L scale. That you are already aware. How is luggage charge? That you are already aware. So many times we have seen it also. Yes, is it not? What is the luggage charge? You already know. Okay. Registered newspaper and magazines will continue to be booked at concessional rates uniformly. Will be uniformly 45% scale S by all trains including Rajdhani and Shatabdi. See, so many rules are there. 1 million rules are there. When you go to an exam, you will not know what they will ask. Maybe that one question will decide your fate, becoming an ACM or not, because there is negative marking. See here, RNM, that is registered newspapers, 45% of L scale, all trains including Rajdhani Shatabdi. Then minimum distance for charge of all parcels except RM is 50 kilometers and minimum charge 30 rupees. For RM, the minimum is 250 kilometers and minimum charge is very less, sirf 2 rupee, only 2 rupees. Now the maximum permissible weight and dimensions. Now we talked about the freight, now we are talking about the dimension. So over the broad gauge and meter gauge, it is the same 150 kilograms. The maximum dimensions are 2 into 1.5 into 1.25 meters, L into B into H. For
So this weight is so this weight is per consignment, right, sir?
per consignment,
Weight and dimension is for one consignment.
one consignment. In 10 minutes, this meeting is over. We will come
Okay.
back again. Okay. Parcels will be charged either by actual weight. See here, wait, Rohit, wait for the next line. Parcels will be charged either by actual weight
Yes, sir.
or by weight derived on volumetric basis. Volumetric basis is this one, L into B into H. Whichever is higher. For this purpose, each 28 cubic decimeters of volume will be computed as 4 kgs. Each 28 cubic decimeters, that is L into B into H in centimeters, when you multiply it, it will come to decimeters. That decimeters, if it exceeds 28, each 28 or part thereof will be considered as 4 kgs. This is one of the most common questions that they ask in Indian Railways because it is called a bulky article. So
Yes.
when this particular how do you charge bulky article? Each 28 decimeter is 4 kgs. This is a question. Each 28 decimeters is equal to dash kg. That may be the question. Or each dash cubic decimeter is 4 kgs. Like that they will ask. Okay. Now we are coming to what is meant by ODC, over dimension consignments, or any packages.
Sir, can we take one example?
No, the examples I will tell you when I am dealing with class practicals. Okay. Any package whose weight exceeds 100 kg or whose outside measurements are 1 meter into 1 meter into 0.7 will be treated as bulky article and charged at double the normal rates. However, tolerance of 10% in any one outside dimension is permissible provided the weight does not exceed 100 kg on volumetric basis.
Hmm?
Who is that Realme 6 Pro? I am going to remove that person now. Have the courtesy to mute, yaar. Okay. Any package whose weight exceeds 100 kg by weighmet or outside measurements are 1 meter into 1 meter into 0.7 decimeter, okay, will be treated as bulky article and charged at double normal rates. Tolerance 10% in any one outside measurement provided weight on volumetric basis, that is volumetric basis we already told here what is volumetric basis. This particular weighment does not exceed 100 kgs. Okay. In case of parcels in transit, its unloading from a train and reloading in the same into another train at any intermediate station is not permitted. That was the previous one. Now they have told that transshipment is permitted once within the same zone. One transshipment is permitted within the same zone. That means if a parcel is booked from Thiruvananthapuram to say Mysore, so how many zones? Two zones, Southern Railway and Southwestern Railway. Within Trivandrum, that Southern Railway is having two zones when coming to Bangalore. There are three zones. One is Chennai division, one is Salem division, one is Palghar division, one is Trivandrum division. All the four divisions, anywhere they can transship, only once within the zone. Now this rule is slightly changes there. I think it is there, correct. It is here only, it is given. One transshipment, however, permitted for booking via break-off gauge station, break-off gauge, middle gauge to narrow gauge to broad gauge, like that. In such cases, freight will be charged at higher of the two rates applicable for the entire distance, because we told that the freight rates are different here, the dimensions are different. When the dimensions differ, the weight will differ. When the weight differs, the freight will differ. So when there is a break-off gauge, then in such cases for the higher class we will charge. Then very important point number 12, very important. Booking of parcels to and from stations intermediate is permitted only if that particular train stops at these intermediate stations for 5 minutes or more. However, this restriction is not applicable to ordinary passenger trains and luggage traffic. That means if a passenger train stops for only 2 minutes also, this rule will not apply. And booking of luggage, whether in the brake van or in charge of the passenger, no matter what, this rule will not apply. However, this rule definitely applies to any Rajdhani, Shatabdi, Mailbar Express, any other train, anywhere to anywhere in India. If it is stopping at a station for more than 5 minutes, 5 or more than 5 minutes, only then parcel booking is accepted. Train wise, station wise loading program should be notified. Loading should be done strictly as per train wise, station wise loading program. Rates in these tables up to 2500, 3500 scale R and 5000 scale L, P and S. Rates beyond 3500, how to calculate? Every 50 kilometer slab you can add and calculate. Okay, these are all the explanatory notes. That's all. Now, any doubts in this particular up to here, the general rules? Okay, shall we go further? Anybody having doubts? Okay, we will go now to some practical problems. Now here in this book, this is our freight table. The first one is L scale or not. How the book is made. First you got here scale L, then kilometer slabs. This Realme is
పొద్దున్న తెచ్చిన నువ్వు చూస్తే కదా
who is that Realme 6 Pro here? Okay, distance slab from on the leftmost side of the book. The distance slabs are there, 1 to 50, 51 to 60, all in kilometers. You can see that it goes right up to how much? How much should it go up to?
3,500.
5,000 kilometers. 3,500 is only for
Rajdhani, okay.
okay. Then here you got from top to from the left hand side, the first column is kilometers. The second column onwards we will have the kilograms. 1 to 10 kgs, 11 to 20, like that up to 100 we are having. If it is more than 100, if it is 150, this 91 to 100 plus 41 to 50 you have to add. All the tables are given up to 100 kgs only. Addition of 100 kgs you have to add up. If it is 200 kgs, make this twice. If it is 300 kgs, make this thrice, like that. Okay, it is a silly question which need not be asked. Next, after that 5,000 is over, we are coming to premium P scale. Okay, same rule holds good. 1 to 50, then here 1 to 10, 11 to 20, like that. You can notice here what is the huge difference in luggage. See L scale, when you book at L scale, what is the rate for 50 kilometers? 7 rupees 38 paise. Whereas when you put it in the brake van for a premium train, 4 rupees 10 paise. Which is more? Luggage is more. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Why luggage is more? Because
one items.
yeah, because
The passenger will carry with him.
with himself, and it will cause a lot of inconvenience to other passengers also. Limited space is there. Okay. and he is carrying it with him itself. When he gets down immediately from the train, he will have it with him. Like that. Parcels, we don't guarantee that. Okay, now less than 1 minute is there. If it closes, come back in the same link. So this again going like that, same thing, up to 100 kgs, multiples of 100, you have to reiterate the same thing. Same thing, P scale, it okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who
Yes, sir.
who is this Realme 6 Pro? Why they have unmuted it? Okay, anyway, now I'll share the screen again. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, now we were discussing about P scale. Okay, so now we are coming back to this one. Let me reduce this a little. Okay, so this P scale is continuing up to 5000 kilometers. Okay, after P scale, we will be having the R scale, R with star, R with star. Okay, so again the same thing, 1 to 50 kilometers. You can see that it costs 6 rupees 15 paise for the first slab. Similarly, up to 100 kgs it is given. This is R star or R asterisk. It goes on till 3500 kilometers. So what parcel rates with 25% over what is given here. Whatever is given here, you have to add 25%. Don't forget that. Then we have the standard parcel rate. See the standard parcel rate. What is it? 2.05. It is the least. 2.05. This is the least. This thing. Standard is so up to 100 kilometers. We know why standard is very less, because very less patronage is there, so we want to charge less by those trains. So this will again go up to 5000 kilometers. Only R scale is given up to 3500 kilometers. Okay, that is the end of this book. Anybody is having a doubt on in this book, freight table book? Okay, we will now go for some calculations. Okay, I'll push it to one end and I'll start the calculation part. This is a problem with this here. We can't even. I'll put it to that end and then I'll open the practical. Okay, so now this I've already sent it to you in the morning. Those who have seen it. Okay. For now, I'll minimize it. Okay. What are the charges to be collected for booking 16 boxes of merchandise, each weighing 11 kg, Bangalore to Ajmer by R scale train? It is 2150 kilometers. See this Realme 6 Pro. Who is that? I will remove that person now. Who is that?
Yes, sir.
Who is that Realme 6 Pro?
Myself, sir.
What is your name here?
Sir, Mohan Das, sir. I have muted, sir.
No, if you unmute, I will take you out of the class. I don't mind. Only one person is there. Also, I will conduct a class. We want decency in the class. Okay. What are the charges to be collected for booking 16 boxes merchandise, 11 kgs, Bangalore to Ajmer, 2152 kilometer? Now we will calculate the parcel charge. What is the rule? Number 1. Parcel will be charged at R scale when booked by Rajdhani scale train. 2% development charge will be collected. 5% GST will be collected. Minimum is 30 rupees. Now this is an R scale train. It is not a Rajdhani train. It is an R scale train. That is all. Okay. Rajdhani is different. R scale is different. For Rajdhani Duranto, R plus 25. This is simply an R scale train based on the uh, data which we have collected for the last 11-12 months. Okay. We have classified one train as R scale train. Now the data is distance 2152 kilometer. Weight, be very careful. 11 kg into 16 boxes. Here we have told each weighing 11 kg. How many boxes are there? 16 boxes. So 11 into 16 is 176 kg. So you know the distance, you know the this thing. Now calculation of freight. Freight charges for first 100 kgs. We told you our book contains only 100 kgs as the last slab. So for 100 kgs for 2152 at R scale, it is 755 rupees 27 paise. We will see whether my book is accurate or not. I don't know whether it is the latest book that I have downloaded. Can you help me? What is the scale we have to look at?
R
R scale.
R scale.
This is the R scale. What is the distance we have to go to?
Sir, this is R star scale.
No, no, no. This is R scale only. What is the distance we have to go to?
215
2,
5-2.
52.
So 2152 comes in this slab. Correct?
Yes, sir.
ಈ ಹಿಂಗತ್ತೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತದೆ
Yes, sir.
Sumant Reddy, please mute. 2152 kilometers. Okay. So for 2152, what is the last line 100 kgs? Can anybody?
755. 755.27.
Exactly. So 755.27. Can you see it in this word file?
Yes, sir.
So that is the rate. Then for the remaining 76.
76.
Okay, we will go now for the. This is one thing here. We can't minimize it here. We can't do anything here. Okay. So for the remaining 76 kg for the same slab. Okay, this is the slab. What is the distance? What is the kg? 70.
76.
So we are in ninth column
Last third column.
and we have to come to 2152. 605,
52.
correct?
Yes, sir.
622.
22.
Not 4.22.
Yes, sir.
So add both of them because it is 176 kg, 100 kg plus 76 kg for 2152 kilometer at R scale. So freight charges for 176 kgs for 2152 at R scale, it works out to be the addition of both of them 1359.49. Then we have to add development charge of 2%, that is 1359.49 into 2%, that works out to be 27 rupees 19 paise. The total freight you have to add now, please remember we are adding now, it is 1386.68. then we are putting a GST of 5% on this one. GST is calculated on freight charge plus development charge.
That's total freight, sir.
GST, yeah, GST is calculated on freight plus development. Okay, that works out to be 69 rupees 34 paise. Then you total it to 1456.02. Notice that the rounding off rule here is to the next higher rupee. We have immediately rounded it off to the next higher rupee, which is 1456.
1456.
Now this is the freight. Now I will just take a few minutes. You can just go through this sum and you can ask any doubt. Okay. Now I think I just minimized a little. Okay. Now can anybody? Okay. This is the question. You can go through it and.
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, GST has to work out 2.5, 2.5 two times or 5% one time.
5% once only. State GST and national GST will be bifurcated by the tax department, not by us.
No, sir, I have seen many times.
No.
2.5%.
My dear sir,
2.5.
I have got the circular. I'll send it to you in the group. You go through it properly. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In
Okay.
the PWB, breakup will be given. ST
PWB, yes, sir.
in a PWB,
Yes, sir.
breakup is
PWB.
given. Okay, I have seen that
Oh,
both in goods and in parcels, clear cut breakup is given because that is the rule of GST law. The rule of GST law states that who gets how much, whether what percentage the states get and what percentage the central government gets, it should be given. Why that is given is because tomorrow the GST council will meet and tell state government will get 60%, central government will get only 40%, then their breakup should be there, yes or no?
yes, sir.
Uh,
Okay, sir.
and for their purposes, tax purposes of the particular customer, breakup is given for state and central. However, for all practical purposes, 5% is the same as 2.5 plus 2.5 because no rounding off is done anywhere. If you put 2.5% and round off, then one more 2.5% and round off, that will be different from 5% at once. But here we are not doing that, so it will be the same mathematically. Any doubts? Okay, shall we take one more example?
Yes, sir.
So now you know how to calculate. Now you know how to search, how to calculate, all these things you know. So keep in mind these rules. These are the rules you have to keep in mind. I have highlighted it. Parcel will be charged at R scale when booked by Rajdhani scale train. Scale train, that is the important thing. If it is a Rajdhani train itself, you must add 25%. This is a Rajdhani scale train. We have not told it is by some Rajdhani Express. Please remember, this is an R scale train, not an R train. Then 2% development charge, 5% GST. Okay. What are the parcel charges to be collected for booking 3 boxes iced fish? Total weight 166. See how in an exam you should be very careful. In the previous question, the each weighing was given. In the next question, total weight is given. Erroneously, if you multiply 3 into 166, you will be totally wrong. Understood?
Sir, it's
Yes, sir.
a bulky article. I think.
No. This is not a bulky article.
सर 100 kg से एक्स्ट्रा है तो सॉरी सर सॉरी
Total weight is 166 pa. 3 boxes.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
166, not each.
Yes.
Again, I was just discussing that and you are asking it. What I am really surprised. The total weight is 166, not the package weight. Each package weight.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
I am
Now,
confused.
yeah, don't be confused. The same rule. Parcel will be charged at R scale when booked by Rajdhani scale train. Here we are told Rajdhani scale train. All other things you already know. You are all very intelligent. Bangalore to Ernakulam, 635 km, 166 kg. Now, freight charge 100 kg, 635 R scale, 635 100. Let us go to this table. R scale. What is the distance?
635.
So what is the for 100 kg?
635.
276.
276.
29. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Then for the remaining 66 kgs, this is the row we have to look in, 8th column, column number 8. What is the distance?
676.
So is this correct?
635 kilometers, right?
635
Sorry,
kilometers.
sir. And then
193.40.
190, 193.40, right?
No, 76 kgs. No, what is the weight left over?
66
76.
kg.
76.
No, 66 kg.
76 kg, sir. For 635 kilometers.
Ah,
One second.
let me see. 66 kg. So 193 rupees 40 paise. So here 193 rupees 40 paise. Okay.
40. Oh, okay.
So we got 166 kg. Then freight charges for 635 kilometer. Total of both of them 469.69. 2% development charge 9 rupees 39. Total freight charge, add both of them 479.08. Then put GST at 5%. 24 rupees. Total comes to 503 rupees 8 paise. Remember, we round off to the next higher multiple of 5 rupees. It comes to 504 rupees. Anybody has a doubt on this particular sum? You can ask me. I will minimize it. Anybody is having a doubt on this particular aspect, this particular sum?
Sir, R scale or R star scale is same or different?
R स्केल को आपको कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा बाय मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2.25%.
आर स्केल में जब 25% ऐड करेंगे तो आर स्टार स्केल बनेगा जब राजधानी में बुक करेंगे तो
I'm sorry, I had to go out. See, I am back again. So the thing is, R scale is the type of train. This is not a Rajdhani train. It is a normal train which has got more than 60% occupancy and breakdown leased out maybe. That is why we are charging it. That train is classified that train is classified as R scale train. It is not a Rajdhani train which it is going. Understood? Yes, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, understood.
Let us go to the next type of sum. All the sums are the same, so there may be some twist. What twist is there? You have to,
So just take one example of bulky article.
no, I don't know whether bulky article is there or not. If it is not there, I will tell you. I will send you by WhatsApp, or I will put in the group, or I will take it up in the next class. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Now I am going through one particular PDF which I am have, which one Word file. Some problems are there which I sent to you in the afternoon. Bulky article definitely we have to learn. I will teach you. Okay. Now third sum. What are the parcel charges to be collected for booking 2 boxes of mangoes? Again the word each here. Okay. Each 27 kg. Belgaum, Bangalore to Belgaum, 611 kilometers. Now parcel rate Rajdhani R scale. Development charge 2%. Notice the difference here. Can anybody read what it is?
GST is exempted for agriculture product.
So you have to be very careful when feeding it in your PMS system or when you are making a manual PWB. You have to,
Just like it is also exempted for uh, in goods trade, right, sir? GST is also for agriculture product.
yes. So now whether it is booked by goods train or parcel train is immaterial as far as GST is concerned. As far as GST is concerned, it is product based.
Okay, okay.
Product based. Product is mango. Mango is agricultural. Means no GST. Right. So just like sleeper class, no GST. Any train, any type of train, sleeper class, no GST. Okay, like that. Distance 611 kilometer. See here, we have multiplied by 2. Why? Because each. Be very careful with the sum. When you are reading a sum, you should be very, very careful. Now, all other things you know. 54 kg, 611 kilometer. Go back here. R scale. What is the distance?
611.
611.
600
What is the weight?
54
54
kgs.
54.
54 will come in this column. So where is it?
611.
60.66.
160.66.
166. Okay. So we go back to our this thing. 160.66.
Yes, sir.
Then development charge 2%. 3 rupees 21 paise. Total freight charge 163 rupees 87 paise. So grand total it comes to 164 after rounding off. Now see here, we may think mango it is such an important thing, it is an agricultural product, but we charge the same for mango what we charge for fish and what we charge for vehicle, what we charge for anything. Merchandise we charge the same, fish we charge the same, mango we charge the same, depending on the type of train. Can you find the difference between parcel and goods? Goods we are based on, charging is based on the commodity. Parcel it is not based on the commodity, it is based on the type of train in which it is going. Understood?
Okay. Okay,
Irrespective
sir.
of the,
Yes, yes.
irrespective of the type of commodity, the type of train is taking precedence in parcel. In goods, the important factor which denotes the freight or which matters for freight calculation is the commodity. That is why in parcel misdeclaration for freight does not arise. Misdeclaration of freight for claiming wrong claims, all that will arise. Misdeclaration for the false misdeclaration for freight will not arise, because whatever you book for that distance, that type of train will be the same. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us go for one more thing, one more sum. What are the charges to be collected for booking 13
Yes.
boxes of ready-made garments? Again, watch here, each 20 kg. Bangalore to Shimoga by P scale train. Now, parcel will be charged at P scale when booked by premium scale train. 2% development charge, 5% GST. Now, please see here, 13 kg in 13 kgs into 20 packages.
20 box.
20 boxes. So be very careful when you are doing something in parcel office or this thing. You should be very careful about the question which is asked in the exam, because somebody might ask in the exam, or when you go to pass the exam and go to Viva also, they may give this rate table to you. Okay, only this 10 pages, this rate table is only 10 pages. This book they will give it to you and they will tell you, okay, calculate this. Only this sum is sufficient, right? Nothing else is required. Only this small 2-line sum they will give it to you. They will give that book and tell calculate. If you cannot calculate in the Viva, then you have passed the ACM exam but cannot calculate the freight for a parcel. They will tell, okay sir, thank you, see you next time. Have a nice day. That is all. You have to say thank you sir and come out with a tear in your eyes, even after passing the ACM exam, which is very difficult. So remember, even a small class of mind is important. In a Viva they can ask you this one, right? They only need to give you this book which is 10 pages and they only need to give you a 2-line question. If you can't work this out, they will give you one plain paper and tell, work this out for me. Very simple to work it out, but you should know how to work it out. That is what I am teaching today for you. So what are the charges to be collected for booking 13 boxes ready-made garments, each weighing 20 kg, Bangalore to Shimoga? Now the important thing here is P scale train. So distance 274 kilometer, 274 kilometer, 260 kg. So because it is 274, we have to calculate 100 kg, then one more 100 kg, then the remaining 60 kgs. Understood everybody? 2 times we have to do 100 into 100 and then 160. Understood?
Yes, sir.
3-step calculation.
Yes.
See, 3-step calculation, because the
Yes.
weight exceeds 200. 260 kg. Now let us go to P scale. Be careful when you are searching the table, because this you have to go to each page and see what page you are in. That is why every page that scale is given on top. We have to go to P scale. Yeah, we are in P scale. What is the distance?
274.
274. Please verify again and again which scale you are in. You are in scale P. Okay. Because fortunately here it is given big, but when you go to the next page, that big font won't be there. One small line font will be there. Be very careful. Okay, 274 distance.
274.
So 274, 100 kgs, 103.13. Right? Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes.
It is okay.
Yes, sir.
Then again for 113.13, once more we calculate. Then for the remaining 60 kgs, let us go and see. 60 kg. So it is exactly 60 kg. So it is in column 7. Column 7, row. What is the distance? 211.
274.
270.
274. 274.
So 61.88.
Yes.
Yeah, be careful because your finger you have to keep it properly. So 61.88. So total up all the three, it comes to 268.14. 2% development charge, 5 rupees 36 paise.
Sir, or sir,
Ah,
sir. Then also we can calculate 2.6 into 103.13 also. No problem.
no, we don't know whether this is exactly like that. You calculate like that and see if it is coming correctly. I don't think it will come.
Yeah, it is coming correctly, sir.
But
It is coming correctly, sir. Huh.
it is coming correctly, I understood. But still, Better be safe than sorry, because you got negative marks in the exam. In an interview, if you go to a Viva and because of this one small mistake, because of two statements less, you lose your ACM post.
Yes.
Don't risk. Okay. The method, what method is taught here is a time tested method. Okay.
Okay.
If you have COVID, wash your hands, be safe, wear a mask, all those precautions you have to take. If you are comorbid, immediately go to hospital. If you think, no sir, that fellow took that medicine, he took 2 or 3 grass leaves from there and he ate it, he became well. You want to follow that, you follow that. That is not a tested method. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
2% development charge, 5 rupees 36 paise. Total freight charge 273.50. GST 5% लगा लो, 13 rupees 67 paise. So the grand total will be 287.17. Please remember, rounding off to the next higher multiple. That is the rule here. So the next higher multiple will be 288. So any doubts regarding this one particular question?
No, sir.
Where is that one page? Okay. So yeah, 288 rupees is the freight charge. So we will go for one more question. Each question might be little different. Okay, so we will go through one or two questions so that you can get practiced. Otherwise, if we want to stop, we can stop and go for vehicle booking or something else also. No issues. You want to go through one more question?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. What are the parcel? See, I'll tell you, in Viva it is very easy. He'll give you only this 2-line question. He will give this 10-page book for you. If I am the examiner, I would have done that. If I am taking this Viva for you, I would have given you goods table, I would have given you parcel table. I will tell you, work out this one, or I'll give you passenger fare table. I'll tell you what is the cost of these tickets. You tell me, are you passing your exam, you are in ACM. Because this is the most basic thing. If you don't know this one, you are not fit to be sitting in that chamber. That is my contention, unfortunately. Okay, now what are the parcel charges to be collected for booking 18 boxes eggs, each weighing 16 kg, Bangalore to Belagavi, P scale trade. Now you will know these are the rules. Parcel, P scale, premium scale, 2% development, no GST because agricultural produce. Hatching eggs, okay? Understood? Okay.
Yes.
Now again, this is a 3-step process. This is a 3-step process. Let us see what is it. So P scale 611. P scale, be very careful here. P scale 611. So it goes to next page. See, you have to go through this page. If you skip the page, one more 611 will be there for another scale. Is it not? For R scale, S scale. See here, in R scale also 611 is there. If you calculate this one here, if you go and calculate, you will be totally wrong. Okay, so be careful. At the top one scale P is there. There you have to go. What is the distance? 611. 611.
Yes, sir. 611.
Be very careful for that particular scale page, because our book is made like that. So first verify once, twice. Don't believe anybody but yourself. Scale P. Yes, I am in the correct page. 611.
611.
Go to the last, put your finger properly. 178.51. Is it correct?
No, no, sir. No. Yes, sir. Okay. It was not visible properly.
288 kgs, that means one more 100 kg, same 158.51. For the remaining 88 kg, where is that 88 kg? 88 will be in this slab, last but one slab. 160.66. Correct? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So the total charges freight is the addition of these three, 517.68. Remember, this is just the basic freight. Add 2% development charge, it comes to 10 rupees 36 paise. The total freight charge is 528.04. Remember, no GST because agricultural product. So the total will be 528.04 rounded off to the next multiple of higher rupee. So it becomes 529 rupees. Any doubt? It looks very simple after you read all this. So many times you do it, it becomes very simple, right? Now you can say, anybody asks me
Yes, sir.
about parcel booking, I can tell, go ahead. I know. You just give me that book, I will finish it. Is it not? It is as simple as that.
Yes, sir.
Now we will go to booking of vehicles. Okay? Booking of vehicle is a little difficult. So shall we continue the session till 9 o'clock? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Continue or
Yes,
close?
sir.
Continue.
Continue, sir.
Continue.
Okay. Now,
Continue.
okay. Booking of vehicle and collection of PCV charge. This is a very hot topic because from Bangalore we book at least 10 vehicles per train. Every train we book at least 5 or 6. Bangalore to Guwahati, SMVB to Guwahati 12509. We are booking 20 to 25 vehicles each day. Each day. That is, the service of this train is weekly thrice, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Each day we book 20 vehicles. So many vehicles are left over for loading because we don't have space in the brake van. What I am trying to say is this type of vehicle booking is very important because many people book vehicles, number one. Number two, many precautions are to be taken. And number three, the calculation of PCEV charges or percentage charge on excess value is a very important part of this learning. Okay, so it's a huge topic, so that is, it will require one full session. We will start to see what it is. Now, what are the parcel charges to be collected for one motorcycle 125cc Bhubaneswar to Bangalore 1546 kilometers by R scale train? Now here the important thing is the party should declare the weight and declare the value of the vehicle. Why we need all this, I will tell you when calculating the PCEV charge. Now the party has to declare that the cost of the motorcycle is 25,000 and the weight is 108 kgs. Okay. Now before we proceed further, we have to understand what is this PCEV charge. What is PCEV charge? PCEV charge is a charge which is collected using a formula. Okay, that formula why is not given properly. Okay, this is good. So PCEV charge is the charge which is collected based on the value declared by the customer over and above the charge that railway is willing to pay. Now, who can answer me what is the compensation paid to a party who books a parcel and we cannot deliver to him? Normal parcel a person books. For 1 kg, how much of money we refund to him? For
50,
parcel,
so 50 rupees, I think.
50 rupees for what?
Per kilogram.
Per kg.
Per kg. Okay. For luggage?
No, it is
100 rupees.
100.
100 rupees.
Yes. So, when a party does not pay the PCEV charge, whatever parcel is booked and is lost, then we will be liable to pay. That is called liability. We are liable to pay in the case of luggage 100 rupees per kilogram and in the case of parcels 50 kilogram if it is proved that railway was responsible for the loss, destruction, shortage, etc. and provided that the packing conditions were complied with. If the packing conditions are complied with and the railway is responsible for loss, then in case of luggage 100 rupees per kg, in the case of parcels 50 rupees per kg is paid to the party or to the consignee as compensation. Now, vehicles, currency, banknotes, bullion means gold, silver, platinum, very costly items. They are all animals, they are all collected with what is called as PCEV charges. What is the definition of PCEV? Percentage charge on am I audible? Anybody can say if I am audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible. But
Okay.
screen is not visible, sir.
Screen is not
So
visible.
screen is not visible.
Now,
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
okay. Now let us first see what is the definition of PCEV. PCEV means percentage charge on E. This is a very important word. E means excess value. Now you know that if something for declared value is 75,000, okay, if somebody declares the value of a consignment as 75,000 and he does not pay this charge and the weight is 187 kgs, what will be the compensation railway will pay?
50 rupees.
50 into 187. So what is the compensation railway will pay?
9350.
At any
9.
at any cost railway will pay 9350, right? Whether he pays the charges or not, PCV, we are paying him 9350. So what is the difference between 75,000 and 9350? What is the difference?
Sir, the difference is excess value.
656.
65650. You can see it on your screen. So that is the excess value. Anyway, railway is ready to give 6,350. The difference between 7500, which is the value declared by the consignor, and this 6350, which railway will anyway pay, that 65,650 is the excess value. Has everybody understood the concept of excess value? Who has not understood the
Yes,
concept?
sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I am asking all the others, all the 12 people who are in the group. Anybody not having a doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very good. So the first word is excess value. How do we calculate excess value? I'll repeat again. Excess value is the difference between
Sir,
the value declared
hello,
by
sir.
the customer, is the difference
Uh,
wait is the value declared by the customer and the compensation which railway will anyway pay. Whether he pays this PC or not, we are going to pay him 9,350. So the difference between that 65,650 is called as the excess value. We will keep it in mind for our calculation. Yes, somebody wanted to tell something.
Sir,
So one question.
how can I assess the railway liability, sir? Tell again.
Here, see here, railway liability. Okay,
Yes.
can you see the highlighted portion? Here, railway liability. मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है क्या? Who asked that question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Showing the screen. Screen is seen, sir.
I have highlighted it. Railway
Okay,
liability.
sir.
What is the railway liability? Read it out. आपका
Sir,
स्क्रीन में
9350.
कैसे आया वो?
Because 50 paise per kg
50
rate has been,
rupees. 50
sorry,
rupees
50
per
rupees.
kg.
Yes, sir.
और 187 kgs कहाँ से आया?
187. Sir,
Actual
that is been actual weight
187.
given, sir. Yes, sir. Given. That is given in the question.
Yes. Okay. So 187 kg into 50 is 9350. That is the railway liability.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, who has not understood this part? Everybody understood this part? Okay. Now, we are going
So
to.
one question.
We
So
know.
one question.
One second. We know
Uh,
the excess value.
no.
We know the excess value now. Now we are going to calculate the PCEV or percentage charge. How much we are going to charge for this excess value? What is the excess value? 65,650. Only for the 65,650 we are going to collect a charge which is called a PCEV charge. The important alphabet here is E. Yes, Rohit, tell me.
So can a passenger declare value as 1 lakh or any some limitation is there regarding declaration of value?
No, let him declare 10 lakhs.
Okay, then he need to pay the more charges according to 10
Exactly.
lakhs, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
And that is
okay, okay, fine.
insured. That is insured item. If he declares it as 10
Okay,
lakhs, let him declare.
okay, fine, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you.
My wife has given me a wristwatch which cost not even 400 rupees. But that wristwatch I remove it only when I go to the washroom.
Oh,
That is. Okay, right. Anyways, that was a joke. Now, this is the PCEV charge. Now we are going to calculate. So, PCEV for how much amount we have to calculate?
6560.
65,650.
Yeah, for this 65,650 only we have to calculate PCEV charge. So, this 75,000 we should not calculate. Now, what is the formula? Can you see the formula? Somebody read
Yes,
out.
sir.
Read it out.
Percentage
Excess
charge and
value
excess value.
by 100 multiplied by distance divided by 160 multiplied by rate. Is what rate, sir?
Let me tell you. The definition for PCEV charge is 0.13 paise. That is the rate. 0.13 paise for every excess value by 100 into every distance by 160 or part thereof. So that rate is 0.13. It's a standard definition. 0.13 into excess value by 100 into distance by 160 or part thereof. Okay. Now the important concept is this is the formula. So first, what is the excess value?
65650.
So the first part is 65650 by 100. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Then the next is distance. What is the distance given in our question?
625.
625.
That divided by 160. Okay.
Okay.
And the third rate is 0.13. Okay.
Sir,
So this rate will remain the fixed for all the items, right? All, sir?
0.13 is the universal rate which we have decided to keep.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. That means I memorized 0.13.
Yeah, 0.13 is a permanent number.
Okay, sir. Constant.
That,
That means.
What is pi? Pi is 22/7.
Yes, sir.
Like that. Memorize and keep. 0.13 is memorize and keep. Now 65,650 by 100, which is the excess value by 100, distance by 160 into 13. Is it a simple formula or not? Very
Yes,
simple
sir.
formula. Now, why this distance is come as 160? Distance by 160. What is that 160? Anybody can tell?
No idea.
Okay. See, before independence, we were ruled by whom?
Britishers,
Britishers. What type of system that they followed?
360 degree.
Foot pounds and second, FPS system. In
Okay.
Yes,
FPS system, what was the distance measured in?
foot, mile,
No, miles. Okay. What system we are following now in India?
kilometer.
SI
Kilometers.
system. International system or SI system. In that, what is it? Kilometer. Okay. Understood?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Understood.
Okay. So, what is 5 kilometers? Sorry, what is 5 miles equal to? 5 miles is equal to 8 kilometers.
Okay.
10 miles is equal to 16 kilometers. 100 miles is equal to?
160.
160 kilometer.
Yeah, what is the word used there? 160. Because during
Okay.
the British Raj, this was 100 and this distance was in miles. The distance was in miles and the denominator was 100. When we started the kilometer system, when you change the numerator, the denominator also must change. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when the distance
Yes.
became kilometer, this also became 160. That is the funda behind it. Many people don't know, but as a general knowledge, you people must know. Anyway, that is just a piece of general knowledge. Now the PCEV is calculated. What is the PCEV? 341 rupees 64 paise. Understood the concept of PCEV?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This
Yes, sir.
portion was not understood. Only the highlighted portion. Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us go to the question. First question. What are the parcel charges to be collected? One motorcycle, 125cc, Bangalore to Bhubaneswar to Bangalore, 1546 R scale train. Now you can see the declared value is 25,000 rupees, actual weight 108 kgs. Okay. Motorcycle for 125cc is charged at 200 kgs. You know that I have already told you what are the cc of vehicle and what are the charges. Who is not aware, you can go through that notes. A vehicle is charged based on the cc of the vehicle. Okay, 100cc then up to 250cc, then bullet 350cc, each are charged at different rates based on the cc of the vehicle. Motorcycle of 125cc will be charged at standard weight of 200 kg. What is the weight declared by the party? Actual weight as per your weighbridge?
108.
108.
For how much we are
Two-
charging for?
200.
Almost double. है ना? Almost double we are charging. Motorcycle for 125 will be standard weight 200 kg. Even if the weight of this moped is only 10 kgs, hypothetically, still we have to charge if the vehicle as per the RC book. Where you will get this 125cc? The RC book. If the RC book says that KA043434 vehicle is 125cc, then you have to charge only 200 kgs, even if the actual weight is only 110 kg. Is that portion understood?
Yes.
Okay. Now, please remember, we are charging that insurance. That insurance will be railway risk rate. All vehicles are booked at railway risk rate because we are taking more risk in carrying. That will be 1.5 times the base freight. Why vehicles are so important to Indian Railway is because they give too much money to us. The charging is also at R scale, which is already high. We are charging 1.5 times of that rate for all vehicles. 2% development charge will be collected, then PCV will be collected, then GST will be collected. Read these rules once again. Any doubt you ask? Vehicles are compulsorily booked at R scale, at railway risk rate.
Sir, here is the PCV charges is 1% of excess value.
You know why it is?
No, sir, I don't know.
Mathematically, if you go beyond a certain value, PCV charge should not exceed 1% of the total value. Okay, the rule says, the PCV rule says, this one subject to 1% of the excess value. Let me show it to you in the net. Yeah, this is really lousy. I can't minimize this at all. This fellow will never go. I have to force this fellow to go. Okay. PCV charges. Indian Railways definition. This is our chapter 11. Okay, commercial manual volume 1, chapter 11. Can anybody read this? Read it aloud.
The value of such articles per package must be declared on the forwarding note. The booking of such articles will not be done unless value is declared and percentage charges is paid on the excess value. The amount of claim for loss, destruction, damage, deterioration, or non-delivery shall not exceed the value so declared. The rate of percentage charges will be 13 paise per 100 rupees or part thereof per 160 kilometer or part thereof. The minimum percentage charges will be rupees 2 and the maximum percentage charges will be 1% of the excess value.
Is it clear? Where this 13 paise came from? 0.13
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and 1% of excess value.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
That is why you have to attend my class. See here, this rate 0.13 is 13 by 100, 13 paise,
Yes, sir.
and this 1% is because of the same rule that it cannot exceed 1%. Okay, when you calculate actually for this 25,000, when you calculate it, it will be more than 1%. So when you calculate PCV as per this rule, you have to put one more step telling, however, 1% of the excess value only should be collected. So instead of that, they've skipped one step and directly gone to 1%. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you want the definition, it is there here. You can check up. So this shall not, and the maximum percentage charge will be 1% of the excess value, and the 0.13 is from this one, 13 paise per 100 rupees. Okay, so
Oh,
they have skipped one step and come to 1%. Now let us calculate the freight charge 100 kg 1546 R scale. Where is R scale? P scale, I think. R scale, what is the distance? What is the distance? 1 second. 1546 kilometers. Okay. R scale. Is this correct?
yes, sir. Correct.
So what is the amount? 594 rupees 45 paise. Is it correct? 594.45. Then for another 100 kgs, same 594 rupees 45 paise. So it is charged at 200 kgs. Add both of them, 1188.9. But railway risk rate at 1.5 times E should be charged. That means 1189.9 into 1.5. It comes to 1738.35. Then we put 2% development charge, 35 rupees 67 paise. Who has not understood this line? Railway risk rate. Okay. All parcels, certain parcels are compulsorily booked at railway risk rate, because we take more care, more risk. When such articles are carried, they will be charged at 1.5 times or 50% more than the basic freight, sorry. So that is why we calculate 1188 into 1.5, that is 1783.35. Then we put development, it comes to 35 rupees 67 paise. The freight charge alone is 1819.02. Apart from freight, we have to now calculate the PCEV. We have already known how to calculate PCEV. Declared value 25,000, actual weight 108, 108 into 50 rupees 54, 5,400 is the excess, normal value. So 25,000 minus this 54 will come to 19,600. 1% of that is 196 rupees. So how do we calculate the total freight? The total freight will be this one. This is the total freight charge. This is the first one. Then PCEV. This is the second part. So 1819.02. Then 196. So we have added up here. We have added both of them here. The total comes to 2015.02. Then we go to the GST portion. Once we add the GST, the grand total comes to 2115.57. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Rounding off 2116. So this is a little complicated. Booking of a vehicle is always complicated. Please
Yes, sir.
remember these things. For 125cc, standard weight 200 kgs we will charge. That is the first funda you have to remember. Then second funda is railway risk rate 1.5 times. Third funda, PCV charge as per the rule which we have done. Don't ever do this 1% excess value. You don't do it. You calculate the PCV charge and then one more step you put. However, the maximum percentage charge should be only 1%. You calculate one more step. It is always good for you. This what they have done here is little wrong. ये अलग बुलक का case है. I don't like doing this अलग बुलक cases. Somebody has done it. This is wrong. Then you calculate the freight, which you already know how to calculate for R scale, because this is an R scale train, we have told already in the question. Then we calculate PCEV. This is the first part, freight. Then PCEV is the second part. Add both first and second part. Then GST 5%. उस दोनों को ऐड कर लो और ये जो 2115.77 पैसे आता है उसको राउंड ऑफ कर लो. You will get 2116.00. Any doubts?
Sir, that means if PCV फॉर्मूला से निकालेंगे तो 196 से यदि कम आएगा तो हमें फॉर्मूला से लगाना पड़ेगा, नहीं?
हाँ, फॉर्मूला से लगाना. इधर 196 का ज्यादा आया, एक और स्टेप लिखना कि however as per this calculation the PCV is working out to be 200 rupees. The rule says that 1% must be, the maximum is 1%. So 1% of PCV for the excess value is only 19,600. So only 196 should be charged. If you write that, you will be perfect. This is alag balak calculation. This I don't like.
Okay, sir.
This is not the right way to calculate. Don't use this shortcut method. गलत है ये.
Yes, sir.
Don't do that. The answer may be correct, but the methodology is wrong. Is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In philosophy they say there are many roads to take. All the roads lead to the same destination. You have to choose the correct path.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. Any doubts you have? Anybody else? Any other doubts by anybody? Sandhya, you understood fully parcel booking?
No, not 100%.
100% of what was taught today?
Yeah. The calculations, yes. Yeah.
We will go through. Lot of things is there. Mean, கோழி, ஆடு, மாடு எல்லாமே இருக்கு, பார்க்கலாம், நிறைய இருக்கு. Each are having a different rule, because for each booking there is a separate rule, separate this thing is there. We will go one by one. Today's class, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I will take one more example of this.
One more vehicle example, okay?
That will be better, sir. One more video.
Now, what are the parcel charges to be collected for one motorcycle 350cc? That is a bullet. Bangalore to Kachiguda 625 R scale train, declared value 75,000 and actual weight 187. Okay. Now the rule. Motorcycle 350cc will be charged at standard weight 250 kg. See here, 250 kg we are charging. What is the declared weight? 187. But we are charging for 250 kg or 2.5 quintals. Then railway risk rate 1.5, 2% development, PCEV 1.13, 0.13, and then GST. We'll go for calculation now. So the distance 625, 250 kgs. First 100 kg, 625 R scale. So R scale.
Table not required.
R scale, because the previous is the same. Okay, R scale 625 kilometers, 272.18. Okay, 272.18. Another 100 kgs again 272.18. 50 kgs 136.09. So add up all the three, 680 rupees 45 paise. This is the base freight. Now this is the first part. This is the first part. Second part is railway risk 1.5 times you have to calculate for this 680.45, that will work out to be 1020.68. Then development charge 20 rupees 41, total freight 1041. This is the first part. So we are coming to the first part, 1041.09. Next we will calculate the percentage charge. Fantastically calculated. Always use this formula. Declared value 74,500, 75,000. 187 kg is the weight. We need all the things. We need the declared value, we need the weight, we need the distance also. Is it not? We need all the three which is given in the question, except the type of train. So PCV charges 75,000 minus what railway will pay. Railway will pay 187 kgs into 50 rupees, 9,350, because the actual weight is 187, not the charged weight. You should not take 250 here in this PCV charge. You should take only the actual weight. Okay, don't take 250 for calculation of PCV. So 50 rupees into 187, 9350. So 75,000 minus 9350 is 65,650. We already calculated this PCV. 65,650 into 100 by 625 into 160 into 0.13, 341 rupees 64 paise. So PCV charge is 341 rupees 64 paise. The freight charge is 1041.09, which I have already calculated here. Add both of them. In the last, calculate GST. 5% of this one. So the grand total works out to be 1451.87. Round off to the next higher multiple of 1 rupee, 1452. Any doubts?
No.
Anybody having any doubts? So we have to remember what is the CC of the vehicle. According to that, we have to calculate the base weight. Then
Sir, hello, sir. Here we not taken 1% of percentage value, sir.
See, what is the excess value?
65650.
What is 1% of that?
PCV charge is less than 1%.
What is the 1% of this one? 1% of this one is
6.50.
656.50. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
This is less than that. That is why they have not taken it. Maximum, if this one would be, if this one is, for example, if this is 700 rupees, then which you will take? You will take 700 rupees or 656.5?
656.50.
That is why they have intelligently done this. But I don't like doing like this. This is wrong method. This is the correct method. Always work the formula, prove that this is less than this, and then this will be the PCV charge. Understood? Who asked the question?
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Because in the previous question, see here, in the previous question, 1%, ये 1% का question में ये declared value 196 था, मगर if you multiply and see PCV, it will be more. It will be around 200 rupees or whatever. I have not done that formula. So they looked for easy method and gave one step they missed out, which is wrong. Okay, don't miss out that step. Do like this.
सर आई थिंक प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में किलोमीटर ज्यादा था, इस कारण से वो ज्यादा आ रहा था सर.
वही whatever reason, either the declared value is more or the distance is more, because see, this can be more, excess value can be more, or distance can be more. If in both cases it will cross 1%, right?
Yes, sir, right.
Rohit, there are only two variables. The first variable is excess
Yes,
value,
sir.
is distance. If one of them is
Yes, sir.
too much high, if one of them is too high, obviously it will shift, because all
Subject to one.
all the others are constants.
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we close? Everybody happy?
Yes, sir, of course.
But you can give some homeworks for us.
Yeah, you can calculate your own homework. You can do. You just write some sums. You think you are a customer. You think you are booking some hard parcel. I am booking a parcel for 500 kgs for 150 kilometers by RR scale, by P scale. Like that, you do yourself. That is self.
Okay.
You work it out, because this is very, if I am conducting an interview, definitely in the ACM exam interview, if you pass the ACM exam, I'll give you this 10-page book, I'll give you this 2 line sum, I'll give you some paper and tell work out karo bhai. I will bet my life that out of 10 people who go into the interview room, only 2 people who have worked in parcel office will know how to work out. And even now, even that part, that is difficult, because there will be supervisors, they would have never calculated. Number one, they are already supervisors, they would have never touched the book. And number two, everywhere only computer is there, PMS, nowhere this sum is taught. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But if you are an
Yes, sir.
officer,
Definitely, sir.
if you become an ACM and tomorrow that vehicle is lost, you must know how to calculate what is the percentage charge, what is the calculation, how much compensation to pay. You have to know. Is it not?
Yes,
Correct,
sir.
sir. Yours
Definitely.
correct, sir. Practical knowledge checking is necessary.
That is what
Nowadays, nowadays,
in the recent circular also they given, check the practical knowledge, more questions on practical knowledge. You can
yes,
see
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Shared it. Okay, anyway,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, shall we
Thank you,
close?
sir.
Can you log
Thank you,
off?
sir.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good
Thank you. Good
night,
night.
sir. Thank you, sir.